Hello everyone, Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Muhamad Fakhri Alfarizi. I'm a student from 19 to seed and 28, and my ID is 19, 25, 21, and 20. Today we'll have a presentation about computer and hardware. So let's get into it.
Computer and hardware. Now, what is a computer? A computer is a versatile device that can be programmed to perform a number of arithmetic or logical operations because the sequence of the operation can be easily changed. A computer can be used to solve various of type of problems. The brief history of computers came from the word compute, which means to calculate. In the past, a computer was a job whose the purpose is to calculating numbers manually, such as astronomy, engineer, or accountant. During 20th century, the term later became used for electronic machines that could process data automatically. There are a lot of functions about a computer, but mainly there are four main functions. The first is input, which means the computer receives data from the user. The second is processing, where the computer works on the data. The third is storage, which means the computer saves data for later use. And lastly, input, where the computer shows the result to the user. There are a lot of types of computer. However, the first one is supercomputer, the fastest and the most powerful type of computer used for scientific research, weather forecasting, and complex calculation. The second, a mainframe, a large and powerful computer used by big organizations such as banks, airlines, hospitals, and government offices. It can process and store amount of data while supporting a lot of users at the same time. A mini computer. They are medium-sized computer that is smaller than mainframe but more powerful than a personal computer. It is commonly used by small or medium business or small department to support multiple users and perform business operation efficiently, although they are quite fast out. And lastly, a microcomputer. They are a personal use computer designed for individual use, such as desktop and laptops. Now, let's talk about hardware. What is a hardware? There are a lot. There are two kinds. Usually we heard about computer. There are hardware and software. But what the difference? Software is a list of programs and instructions that tell the computer what to do. It cannot be seen or touched. There, example, it would be a Windows or apps in your phone. And there, a hardware. A hardware is a visual part of a computer that you can see and touch, that such as a keyboard, mouse, and monitor, and so on. It performs all the basic operation of a computer. Hardware itself divided into a couple of parts. The first one is input device. Input device are hardware that are used to enter data into a computer. Example, a keyboard, a device used to text, number, and commands into a computer. It contains keys, letters, symbol, and function for us to send a data. Then a mouse, a pointing device that are used to move the cursor, click icons, select items, and navigate on a computer screen. There is also a microphone, an input device that captures sounds or voice and convert it into a digital audio for recording or communication. And there is a scanner. It's an input device that copies physical documents or images into a digital format that can be stored or edited on a computer. You can find those in photocopy. And there's also output device. Output device are the hardware that can be display or present data from a computer to the user. Example, a monitor, a device that can display images, videos, or text from a computer screen so data can be viewed manually. And there is also a printer, a device used to produce a physical copy of digital documents, photos, or graphics on a paper. They convert image into picture. And there is also a speaker, an audio input device that produces sounds from a computer, such as music, voice, or notification sounds. And there's also a projector, an output device that projects images, videos, and presentation slides into a large screen and well for the audience to view. Now, let's talk about internal parts. They are pretty unique and pretty crucial. Internal hardware parts are the core of computer inside the computer itself that make it work by processing and storing data. They are like part of human body for computer. Example, it would be a CPU. They are a brain of computer that process instruction and control overall system of entire operation. There is also a motherboard, the main circuit board that connects and allow communication between all computer components. They connect all component into single thing. There is also a storage, permanent storage used to save operating system, application, and personal files, usually in form of SSD or hard disk drive, HDD. And there's also RAM, a temporary memory that stores data and program currently used by computer. Well, as for example, it would be your computer won't be slow when you open a lot of Chrome page. That's example of RAM use. And lastly, a power supply. The purpose is to convert electricity and distribute powers to all computer components safely. Without it, the motherboard could be fried. Alright?
Well, I suppose that's everything for computer and hardware. Thank you for listening and have a good day. Bye bye.